Hi there. Maybe you've seen some of my videos and wondering just what do Dr. Ray's English lessons look like. So no need to wonder any more. Have a look at this and I'll give you an idea. I'll look into some of the lessons that I have produced in the last little while and are available, published right now. So here's a few samples so you can see what they're like. Let's have a look at one here from my course for absolute beginners, which is suitable for adults and children. Here we see a very simple flashcard. And in this lesson, this type of lesson, of course, we are catering to the very beginner. So, we learn things like, what is it? It's a chair. Can you repeat? What is it? It's a chair. Okay. Then we might move on to something a little bit more complex. From my beginner course, level 2. Beginner courses have 2 levels in my teaching. How about this? I have a new car. Really? What color is it? It's black. So you have a black car. Okay, let's go through this again. I will be the man with the blue writing. You be the person with the red writing. I have a new car. Over to you. Ah, it's black. Okay, let's move on a little bit. Also, during these types of lessons, we also do vocabulary building and pronunciation. Listen and repeat after me. Remember, this is a elementary class. Cloudy. Cloudy. You? Rainy. Rainy. And so on. And of course, in all of my lessons, you're able to stop the video anytime you like, replay it as many times as you need. Alright, let's have a look at something from my elementary course, which is a little more advanced. In this lesson, we can talk about jobs. This is just part of one of these lessons, of course. Talking about more detail about your job. What do you do all day in your job? I have to prepare lessons and deliver them online. I'm responsible for also developing resources to use in those lessons. I spend a lot of time marketing as well to get more students. Okay, now it's over to you. Using the type of construction you see here, can you answer the question about what do you do in your day job? Remember to say, I have to do something or other, I'm responsible for, and I spend time doing whatever. Excellent, excellent. Okay, same level. The lesson in this case is about food and drink. Let's check some meanings of some words that we have previously learnt in this lesson. Milk. Milk. A drink that is full of calcium and usually comes from cows. Milk is an excellent drink for growing children. Don't forget to write these in your notebook. Follow the pronunciation. Milk is an excellent drink for growing children. Good. Don't forget to rewind the video if you need to. An orange is a fruit that grows on trees and is full of vitamin C. An orange at breakfast is a great way to start the day. Over to you. Yeah. Rice is a grain that is eaten extensively in Asia. Rice is the staple or main food of many Asian people. Over to you. Good. That's just one small part of an elementary lesson. And how about this? From my English course for tourism. Tourism operators, that is. You know, people like guides, bus drivers, taxi drivers, hotel staff. Here's part of a lesson. In this area, is this area that we see in the picture here a street with traffic, a pedestrian zone, or a car racetrack? What do you think? It's a pedestrian zone. Pedestrian means people walking. Yes, pedestrian. Who could travel in this place? Only people walking? Motorbikes only? Or cars and trucks? What do you think? Of course, only people walking. People like pedestrian zones because they can relax there without having to worry about traffic. Look up traffic in your dictionary if you don't know what it means. Traffic. Also from a similar lesson, watch this. This is a check, cash, or a credit card. This is about tourism. And these are cash, credit cards, or checks. Of course, we know the answers to these. We use these, that is, these credit cards, to get cash from an ATM, to pay for things, or to buy things online. The answer is, of course, we can do all three with them. Tourists are usually very familiar with using credit cards, and it is sometimes difficult for them to understand that not all countries use them as much as they do back home. We need to know that tourists will want to get cash from an ATM, automated teller machine, especially if they are going to places where credit cards are not easily accepted. Tourists also sometimes cannot understand when local businesses cannot process their checks. Notice the different spelling for British English. So we need to help them with getting cash from an ATM. Okay, getting on to more difficult stuff. Acing the IELTS speaking exam. This is an extract from my IELTS speaking strategy lessons. Top tips from the IELTS speaking course. We all know about part 2 of the speaking test and how it scares us all, right? Describe a typical dish from your country. You should describe what it looks like, what it tastes like, when people usually eat it, and say if you would recommend this dish to a visitor. In this course, I teach strategies for attacking this type of question, and no student has done badly in this after they've taken my course. First of all, you need to make a mind map. What are you going to say? Remember, you have 1 minute to prepare and 2 minutes to speak. You must cover every aspect of the question and more. You must make a mind map. So, when you answered this, did you do these things? Did you restate the question? Did you say what the dish is? Did you say what it looks like? Did you say what it tastes like? Did you say when people usually eat it? Did you say if you recommend it or not? And did you close your speech? These are strategies you learn in this course. That means you will do very, very well at IELTS speaking if you do it. If you mentioned all of those things, you should score well, even if your English is not particularly good. This is a quite typical Part 2 question, and you need to look for cooking vocabulary and add it to your notebook. There are 20 lessons in this course, and each of them attack one topic that has been used over and over and over and over again in IELTS speaking tests. So it makes good sense to use it. Also, Ace the IELTS writing test, 12 interactive videos, the secrets to ace the IELTS writing. Okay, here is an extract from the writing strategy course. This is for the Part 2 argumentative essay. First of all, you have to think of answering the question in 3 different sections. Tell them what you are going to tell them. Yes, tell them. Tell them what you just told them. So in paragraph 1, you're going to tell them what you're going to tell them. That means you restate the question in a different way, and you give your opinion. In paragraph 2, 3, and 4, you tell them. Paragraph 2, you make an argument that generally agrees with the question statement. In paragraph 3, you make an argument that generally disagrees with the question statement. Paragraph 4, you state the case that you want to put and give examples or reasons why you think so. This is the paragraph that wins you the prize. Most IELTS students will make 4 paragraphs. 5 is the magic number that puts you above the others. In paragraph 5, you tell them what you just told them by coming to a conclusion, restating your opinion, and you restate the question. Of course, we're going to this in the course in much greater detail than this. This is just to give you an idea what you can expect. Reading. IELTS reading. Multiple choice questions. Here's lesson 2 from it. Multiple choice questions, summary completion, and in that lesson we cover matching statements. In this lesson we focus on 3 different styles of common IELTS questions. This lesson will not be as complex as the first one, because in the first one I've already told you about there is no need to read everything in full, and how to answer the question with the exact information asked. So, easy, here it is. There will be a resource goes with this lesson called Wind Power. Download it, you don't read it yet, but let's do a little bit of predicting. Okay, what's that all about? And then we come to the IELTS listening test. Okay, what do you do for the listening test? Working with weather patterns and results from the past, this is part of lesson 2, or well-known patterns of behaviour of the weather. Weather forecasters are able to make very accurate guess of how the weather will develop today. This lesson is talking about how to predict what you are going to hear when you walk into the listening lesson, the listening exam. So, how do weather forecasters do this prediction? They look for evidence to make an informed but accurate guess, and they're usually quite correct. I'm going to show you in this lesson how you can predict what you are going to hear, and generally be correct. They're not always correct, but they are correct more times than they are wrong. And that's the secret of IELTS listening, being able to predict what you're going to hear. So now you have a glimpse of how I do my lessons. Why not enroll in one and try it for yourself? Have a look at my website, http://IELTSterminator.online. You will be pleasantly surprised. Look for a lesson or a course that suits your level or the level you wish to achieve. Have a look at it. You can preview it. You don't have to make a commitment until you've previewed it. And I'll be happy to see you in the lesson. Bye for now.